All right, let's go BISU and Sharp on Polypoid. BISU did make it to the party here. Let's go. When the losing player types GG? Oh. Got it. Got it. All right, top right of Polypoid. It is Sharp. Bottom right, it's BISU. Man, Sharp made it to the finals of SSL 1, which is going to be the only SSL in the history of SSL. Because I don't know if you guys heard, but SSL decided to rebrand back to ASL. So SSL 2 is now ASL 19. They decided the ASL brand was too strong. They didn't want to abandon it anymore. So ASL 19 qualifications are happening right now. There is there are some qualification matches happening. I'm not going to spoil anything about them, but I think Artosis posted a VOD dealing with those some of the qualification matches just yesterday or earlier today. Yeah, I know, right? It's ASL again. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, I'm annoyed just because it took me a while to get used to the SSL branding, but it's fine. Going back to ASL feels pretty natural. I'm not really worried about it. How we doing, friends? We're expanding before factory. That's what our guy Sharp is up to here. So Sharp needs the bunker. Zealot shows up. The timing could not have been more perfect from Sharp there here on Polypoid. They've got that timed out. They have, what time do I need to start the bunker on Polypoid when the enemy is down spawned from me? He figured it out perfectly. Singularity charge is on the way. BISU wants to pressure this bunker a lot. Wants to get a Zealot run by there, but the SCV block on the ramp, plus the extra Marine inside the bunker for 4 is going to be a little bit more difficult. BISU goes for the expand. Singularity charge is finishing up very, very soon. And there's your factory. Double factory follow here with the second base rocking the economy. Going to be really good for the Terran, which is why we do the thing where we hit the bunker and we force the SCVs off the line and we get the minerals out of the bank through the repair process and try to take away. Because if you didn't do this, and the Terran expanded this fast, then the economic advantage might be too much to deal with. So that's why we do it. Kakaru, flying around, speed of sound, robotics facility, robotics support bay, Reaver shenanigans and PVTs. That's what it's all about, folks. If you can't open with Reavers against a Terran, you might as well just GG now in 2025. Tank takes a couple shots here. Can't quite shove the Dragoons away yet by himself. Another tank can probably do it. Siege mode is too far away to make that happen. So yeah, 2 tanks, 3 tanks especially, but he wants to go. He gets one of the tanks. Beautiful. Beautiful target firing there by BISU. Didn't lose a single Dragoon in the meantime. Third base warps in at 6.5 minutes. Reaver stuff, observatory, bam. Reaver on the move out. And by that, I mean it's a fly out for this guy because, man, if he had to walk across the map, it would take 47 years to do it. So, slowing it down and letting the shuttle pop on in here. Nope, thinking about it, but turrets up already. Siege tanks here already. Siege mode already done, and BISU's rethinking his life decisions. Do I want to go in there? Probably not. Third factory on the way. Additional 2 gateways getting warped in here too. I have to keep an eye out for the warning signs of carriers. What I also find interesting about that last game from Wyman is that he made several arbiters and never once tossed down a stasis or performed a recall. So that indicates to me that either he had research stasis, he just kept getting EMP'd before his arbiters could do it, or he never researched stasis. And maybe the Arbiters were bait for EMPs that otherwise would go for High Templar. And he didn't care if the Arbiters got stasis because they weren't doing anything with their energy anyway. Is that a possibility? Is that something that Wyman could have been doing? No Charon boost means Shuttle gets out of here, but also no. Ah, Reaver sniped by the Siege Tank. Pretty good hold here for Sharp. Not bad at all. And he loses the Shuttle because whatever. It's just the minerals. Third base getting constructed on site here for our guy Sharp. +1 air. Hey, look, it's the +1 air. We saw this in the last game, but no carriers were produced. Wait. The +1 air did benefit the Arbiters. The Arbiters benefited from the +1. Maybe that's what it was. Like, well, I got the +1 for the Arbiters so that they would do 11 damage instead of 10 damage per shot every 18 seconds. That's all. Sharp decided to be a little more aggressive than Royal was in the last game. Might work out for him, might not. We'll see if BISU can jump on this. Or if maybe the Terran's just poking out, fainting out, recognizing that is way too scary. That is a Stargate at 9.5 minutes, folks. This feels carrier-y. Now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. Yeah, there's the double Stargate. Okay, so this is definitely carriers on 3 bases. Got that third gas saturated up. Almost fully saturated up even. Why are there only 2 workers on the gas? BISU! Fully saturate that geyser, man. These 2 are... the heck's going on? Maybe setting up to expand down here too, the Protoss. Never forget about it. Look! Oh, big SCV hit. Big SCV hit. Yes, no, okay. Kills on the Reaver is at least 4 or 5. We're never going to know what it is because I think it's going to die. Fleet Bacon warping in now. Rad. Now we play the game of, when will Sharp figure out that there are carriers on the way? Right now, he doesn't know. He's playing this like it's a very standard Gateway Man Protoss. So, scan. Ah, right now, right after we started playing the game, he figured it out. Cool, 3 Stargates and a Fleet Beacon? Of course that's what it is. Immediately fires up a Wraith. And makes 5 Vultures. Wait a second. He's not throwing up 100 Goliaths immediately. What's the plan here, Royal? Ah, Vulture's getting inside your mineral line. There's defense here, but you're going to lose more than a couple of workers to this. 62 to 58 workers in favor of ye old Terran player right now. Is he seriously going Wraith against these carriers? What the heck, man? He's got 2 starport Wraith happening.
That is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Hey, what's up? Van Japan 3399, thanks for following. Getting closer to our follower goal of 3,400. 25 more followers are needed to get to that, so thanks, appreciate it. Getting into that 4th base, more probes die. 63 to 56 in favor of the Terran. He's getting cloaked Wraiths on the follow. That is how he's playing this. He's not doing the Goliath thing that everybody does. Sharp's decided to go for the cloaked Wraith play. Holy Hannah. Yeah, Tankard's excited to see some Wraith play here. I thought the first Wraith was just like, I'll make a Wraith in case more drops are coming. But nope. This is a commitment to Wraiths against these carriers. So the game's going to be snipe the obs. Can we snipe the obs? That would be nice.
The glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Hey, I'm Backup and 1. Thanks for following too. 24 followers needed to hit the goal. We're making some good progress the last couple of days. We've gotten a lot of likes. I mean, a lot of follows the last couple of days. That's right, Dollar Veals, STV. 24 more follows to go to hit our goal. Appreciate all the help. Vultures trapped out a little bit, but squeezing through. 3 of them make it out of there. Vulture trying to deny this base gets shut down, and expanding to the top left as well as the 12 o'clock here is Sharp. He knows it takes a long time for carriers to build. He knows it's not a fast process. Let's see how the Wraiths do. They're just kind of hiding over here for now. There's 6 of them. Are we giving them an attack upgrade? No, definitely not. But they have Cloak. Zealot Legs, +1 attack, +2 air is on the way for BISU now for these carrier boys. Got the carrier capacity upgrade, because of course they do. Reaver drop, top side. Not a lot of SCVs here. There were like 4 of them. And most of them survived. I think that's okay. Vultures don't really... Ow. Ow, another... Why are you abandoning these... You're abandoning this base? I mean, the worst the Reavers can do is kill 3 SCVs and a refinery. So, I mean, sure, I get it. But maybe eventually you want to start mining from this thing. I don't know. The Reavers actually got bored. They're like, wait, what? You're letting me do this? Okay, well, I'm going to go somewhere else. How's it going, Savior Sword? Happy Monday. Trying to move out a little bit with this Mechie army. It does have Goliaths, too. I wonder if BISU knows about the Wraiths. Thinking about it. Do you think he knows about the Wraiths? Dragoons going after this base, but by themselves not going to accomplish a whole lot. Not really probing up this base either. Vultures are waiting for probes to transfer here so they can get murdered. Carrier count 6. Gonna be about it. Nope. Gonna be 6. Hang on, 6 + 3 is 9. Yeah, so 9 carriers into the mix. Working on +3 attack for the carriers. Excellent stuff. Oh, hey, what'd I say? Waiting for a probe transfer right through here, and then he's gonna obliterate all of them. Yep, that hurts. That really hurts. The probe death count is a little bit too high. Every probe trying to transfer over here dies. Every single one. But guess who has carriers? BISU sure does. Where my Wraiths are at. Not engaging yet. Scanning the Wraiths. Dive bomb on in. Did they get the obs? I think they got the obs. The Wraiths are jumping on top of the carriers. BISU running home, trying to attack what he can as he retreats out of here. But dude, the carrier fleet is getting crushed by the Wraith Ball. The heroic Wraiths doing what they do. I haven't seen this in a long time. One more. Got him. He wants no, he wants it all. He wants every carrier. Oh. And there are still 7 Wraiths in that group. And he's parking over the Stargates. And he's sniping probes. Sharp. That was sexy as hell. I have not seen that effective level of Wraith sniping on carriers in a long time. I don't think BISU was ready for that. I don't think BISU was anywhere near ready for that. Holy crap. He saw Goliaths and was like, yeah, it's Goliath and it's tanks and whatever. But the Wraiths jump on it. I think he only had a couple observers, maybe even 1. And once it was dead, he was overextended and couldn't even get out of there without losing every single carrier. Holy cow. Escalade says, it's over, man. It's over. 185 to 159 supply. Terran is up. Protoss lost, you know, something like a third of its entire army supply with the death of all those carriers. This Nexus is dead. It's a little counterattack of desperation. But look, Look at the Wraiths being like, but also, oh, you have an observer in your group. Cool. Never mind. Wow. How's it going, Happy? That was insane. I might have to split this off into its own VOD for the channel because people need to see that again and again and again. It needs to be more than the 40 people that are watching on Twitch right now. I can tell you that much. Chris had a good time with it. Yeah, this push is looking end of days for BISU. Yeah, 2 carriers out, already injured by the Wraiths. Not much of a threat, it turns out. Oh, gosh, that carrier's got all of 29 hit points. And it's alive with 14 hit points, too. Yeah, they got to retreat from this base. More probes are going to die. The counterattack up here is pretty good. And actually, considering the top left died at some point, this is actually nice for BISU. He's trying to make good with the terrible situation he's in right now. Counterattacking is always nice. Trying to high ground these carriers. Keeping the wounded ones at the back. He's got a couple more to join the party here, too. SCVs returning back to mine at a position that's already dead and has been overrun entirely by the Protoss. Not the greatest move of all time. More carriers being produced, but the Terran pressure on this side of the map is pretty friggin' intense. Carriers taking body shots. He loses one. Just a little bit of sloppy control. Oh, 25% of his carrier capacity is out. Yeah, these Vultures, they can't do anything about the carriers. They're just sniping probes down. 20 sub-30 workers now for BISU. Goliath staying alive long enough to get shots off. Ye old, and yeah, I got the other carrier too. The other one that had like 10 hit points on it is also dead. Vultures taking down an entire Nexus pretty much by themselves. This Nexus stays alive for some reason. Right side base getting replacing the 12 o'clock. 39 to 27 workers. This base is rolling for BISU. It's one of his only saving graces in the match. Vultures trying to take down an entire gateway. It's unpowered. It's pretty dead. We'll come back and kill it later, they say. Oh, 6 Goliaths at a time in production because BISU is still committing to the carriers. He says, carriers have won me many a game before. Let's keep it rolling. This Dragoon counterattack army, this little guerrilla army that's been running around everywhere. Having a pretty good time, I would say. Oh, they got the pylon. All right, carriers, where are we going? What's the play here? Yeah, a 50 supply deficit for a Protoss. Carriers, yes. Carriers can make this work, but it takes insane carrier micro. And it probably requires a little bit more just map control than this, for example. This cannot be happening. If this base dies, BISU is done. I think he's done anyway, but especially if that bottom left base dies. That's probably when he taps out. Defensive DT of Desperation shows up. Spider-Mind punches him in the face. And then Siege Tanks do the rest. Nexus down. Siege Tanks providing high ground. And bam, cannon down. Probes out of there. Carriers trying to not take body shots. Using the high ground to the best of their ability. But I'm thinking that's it. This guy's shutting another base down. Seriously, 11 kill Dragoon has been up here trying to wreak havoc on Sharp's top side of the map for the last 5 minutes or so. And, you know, he's been pretty effective. 11 kills on a Dragoon against a Terran is sort of a big deal. Sort of a big deal for any Dragoon. I don't care what the matchup is. These guys are going to Spider-Mine him? Yep, try to Spider-Mine him. This guy's too strong for that. Screw you. Kill your friends. I have +1 attack. Yo. So yeah, that Nexus is down. BISU, this is what he's got. 10 probes, no more income. Can't replace his interceptors as they die. And finally, a 13-kill Dragoon gets backed into a corner by 10 Goliaths. They sent like 12 Goliaths to deal with that one Dragoon. He was a hero of ire, without a doubt. Entaro Dragoon indeed, but not enough for BISU. And that's all she wrote, folks. We are dead. So, yeah, they thought it was Phoenix because it probably was Phoenix. Oh, I mean, Carrier's taking this face out. Look, it's 140 to 63 supply. Carriers are good. Carriers are not that good. They're not good enough to swing back from this position and get a win. Look at him pulling the entire army back to this top left-hand corner. A DT made it in here, too. What's up, Dan? Okay, now we're just pumping Goliaths. 5 at a time. We've got about 30 of them on the map. And once again, killing interceptors here is better than usual because BISU is at 8 minerals. Can't make any more of them. There's the GG. BISU taps out sharp. Gets an insane win. Insane Wraith win in 24 minutes. That was awesome. That was beyond awesome. So Sharp gets the win. Nobody was believing in Sharp in that game. It all came down to that Wraith sneak attack that BISU did not see coming. I'm pretty sure he was taken by surprise there. So, end of the day here. Units produced. Outproduced by the Terran. Outkilled the Terran. Sure, resources. A little bit more for BISU, but not enough. Not enough with all of the initial group of carriers dead. Holy haralaba.